Hello Dragon here and welcome back to another video. Yes, it's been a while, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. And what's the best video to come back to? Scammers. Why not talk about a scammer? And the scammers in question I'm talking about is Dkoldies, a retro game shop that sells anything from, I would say, the NES era all the way up to the Xbox One. They've been in a bit of heat recently because of a apparent scam that even I've been seeing. Because I am a retro game collector. I started collecting about 5 months ago. Right now I've got a PS3, which is currently helping me set this fucking phone up right now. It's the slide action one. I've got a GameCube over there. I've got a few games down here. I'll make a whole video about showing things off when I get a bigger collection. But right now, it's not that big, to be honest, compared to others, you know. But it's angering me how bad these guys are at scamming and why it took so long for us to figure this out. But let's just get on to a few of the main points. Starting off with, yeah, their prices are a bit extreme. We've got games and consoles being way too extortionate. Let me just give you an example with it. The GameCube. GameCubes are notoriously, they're a bit mid-range when it comes to expensiveness. Right, you've got your high end and then you've got your low end. GameCube's kind of in the middle. They're kind of just sitting there. Right, and I got mine 80 quid. It's black. It's a black GameCube and it works fine, works perfectly great. A few wee scratches here and there on the top, but to be honest, it works perfectly. That was £80. Now let's look at this one. Now this one was slightly rarer because it's a silver version, which is a limited edition. That's no excuse for it being 200 or 300, or it shouldn't be even be in the hundreds. Alright, that is too much. Look at this. Why is it that much? That's stupid. No one's paying that for a console and a singular controller. And let's look at a console bundle. I got that with its controller for 80 quid, and I've got 5 games down there that, if I was to combine the whole price, it would be probably around 150 at most. Alright, the games aren't that expensive. The most expensive one I've got is Mario Sunshine, which is £25. So I'm going to say it's around the 150 mark. Just around that. Just whatever. This is the purple console, which was the main one. 2 controllers and 2 fucking games that I've seen, both of them being 35 quid. Over £400 for ass. No one's stupid enough, unless they're a pensioner not knowing any better, try to buy something for their brain, is gonna accept this. And that's not even the worst part, because now we're getting onto this part. You're probably wondering, Hayden, what do I mean by extra fees? Do you mean like shipping or installing? No, not at all. Most of the things there are free shipping, depending on where you live, and you don't get them pre-installed for yourself, you've got to do it yourself. So let me just set the scene. This is the N64, which is already still way too expensive. The console I've seen is worth like 90 quid. Right? It's not worth that. Okay? But it's a bundle, so maybe we can let it slide. You see what's in that picture? Them? Those are controllers, the N64 controllers. Classic, instantly recognisable. You could buy them for like 20 quid somewhere. They're not that expensive. Well, under 20 quid actually. They're not aggressively expensive controllers, because, you know, they're pish. Right, but let's just look at this part specifically. This part says that these 2 controls that you get aren't actual N64 controllers. They're third party, they're aftermarket, they're fake. And if you want real ones, you need to pay £60 more. That's £30 per new controller. You should be getting that anyway. If I paid for the real console, I want to get the two real controllers with it. You're not going to sell me a Ultra 64 or anything like that. That's stupid. And you have to do that with AV ports as well. I think it was something like £25 extra you've got to spend for that, and that's dumb. If I don't have HDMI, like most TVs, you have limited spaces. You've got like your ETC and that, which is like the AV ports and the V3 prior things. But like, there are not many spaces in the back of TV that can suffice this, right? My TV has two, which is covered up by my Xbox and my Nintendo Switch, okay? That's what HDMI is in there for. Why would I have to pay £25 more for AV cables? AV cables are fucking cheap as shit. Like, go on Amazon, you'll get one for like £5 less. Right? It's not that much. Just get it in, bit. Easy, done. Cool, you don't need to pay any extra. Maybe a teeny bit, but not 25 fucking pound. Oh, don't even get me started on the extra fees on games. Let me give you a little show here. Let's bring out Mario Sunshine. You know? Okay, this was a bad example. I can't do the whole thing because it's not the full game. Let's pick out another game. This one, Star Fox Adventures. Lovely game. Love this game, it's brilliant. Alright, so you see how we have the game. So we have this game. You know, lovely. Love this game, you know. You see what it's in? You see what it's in? This thing? It's a case. It's got the cover art on it. If you look inside it again, it's got a manual. You've got the wee manual for the game. Yeah. From CEX, you get this. That's it. You get that. If you don't want to be a wanker and just have a disc, you have to pay extra to have the case for the game. And then you have to pay even more if you want the piddly ass piece of paper that sits in the back of it. You know, the piece of paper that no one sees until they open the bloody disc case. Yeah. You have to pay extra for that. Why? That's stupid. Stop it. It angers me. There is a lot I can say about false advertising, whether it be the fake sales. So let me elaborate. Here's this Nintendo GameCube thing again. You know, the ludicrously expensive bundle pack they've got here. You see that black crossed out number there? That's supposed to be what they were selling it for. And then you've got the red number next to it, which is the sale number. Which, obviously, you guys get that. Obviously, you know a sale, you know. This sale never ends. That is just what the price is. They've got that black number there just to make it look like it's a bargain. Because it was extortion. Oh no, you can spare £40 and buy it for still over £400, but it's less. It's less than it. That's never, that black price, that was never the price. It was always the red one. They've just put it there for helping it. Which, by the way, is illegal. You can't have false sales. Let's look at images. Yes, an image. This is the picture of an old N64 game. We love this. I love a little dainty little game. You know how it's the box on that? Yeah, you don't get the box. I don't know if you have to pay more for the box. I'll put an image here if you do. Right, but when you click on it, it just says cartridge. Then why have you got a picture of the box then? If you're going to sell just the cartridge, put the picture of the cartridge on it, not the picture of the box. No one cares about the box if you're not going to sell it. If you had the box, it would make sense for selling it for this much. But you're not. You're just giving me the wee dainty cartridge that sits in the console. There's no need. And let's get to the worst part. The entirety of the worst part. Refurbished. No, they're not. I'm going to shout out a YouTuber. This won't do anything, but I'm going to suggest you guys watch his video. His name's Jacob R, where he buys a refurbished PlayStation 3 from Dkoldies. He spends, I think it was between £300 and £400 on this console. He opened it up. Again, it says refurbished, you know, cleaning it, maintaining it, making it look dead nice. It was filthy. It was filthy. It was disgusting. Nothing was repaired on it. Like, it's minging. Here's my PS3. Now, if I were to sell this, first, of course, I would say, oh, it's fine here. It looks dead nice, and you know, it's nothing wrong. It opens, and you know, right. I would call it, if I called it refurbished. But then I'd be downright lying, because there's this whole back thing here. If you can see it from the light here, the whole back panel is gone of it. It still works, because that's what it's supposed to look like at the back. It doesn't. But there's the thing. They wouldn't care. They wouldn't care. It's very clear they don't care, because there's many YouTubers now who are buying consoles from them that, again, are way too expensive, that are ass. They weren't cleaned at all. There's another guy called Review Tech USA who had an original Xbox that didn't read Xbox games. Like, he put a Halo, I think it was Halo, and then put in Doom 3. Both those games were spotless. I suggest you go watch that video too. Those videos were, those games were spotless. There was nothing wrong with those discs. When he put them in, it showed up a message saying it couldn't read them. It did not recognise these games. I know for a fact that didn't happen from like the mail, alright? Which means Dkoldies received the broken console, which pretty much most of the time they do, claimed it was refurbished, picked up the broken console, and then put it in the box and sent it away for £400. Alright, that's stupid. And it's also illegal. Yeah. That's fucking bad. That's all I have to say about Dkoldies. Sorry if this video was a bit rushed and a bit jumbly with my words and that, and not clear with most of my points, or stuttery or pausey. I'm very tired. It's 10 o'clock at night. Right, and I've got a lot of editing to do. So, I just want to say, this company needs to stop. They're just digging a hole, and there's a whole thing of like employee fucking abuse, or like mistreating employees in the workplace. Like, I'm not going to get into it because I don't know the full thing, but that's another thing that's a whole new can of worms. So we'll leave it here. This is just a wee summary. But if you guys enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in hopefully the near future. Peace, peace.